You might have seen those headlines about a bunch of respiratory infections popping up in China, and specifically they're talking about this thing called HMPV. Ever heard of it?
Human Metapneumovirus?
Right, Human Metapneumovirus, HMPV. Sounds kind of scary, right? Like something out of a sci-fi flick.
Yeah, it does have a bit of a ring to it.
But the thing is, it's actually way more common than you'd think, and it's usually not that serious. I mean, chances are most of us have had it at some point, probably just brushed it off as a nasty cold.
Yeah, it's one of those viruses that often flies under the radar.
Exactly. We're talking like cough, fever, maybe feeling a little wiped out, the usual suspects when you're coming down with something. But here's the thing. What makes this outbreak kind of interesting is the timing, you know? Like right after everything with COVID, everyone's a little jumpy.
Oh, absolutely. Global health is definitely under a microscope these days.
So that's what I'm curious about. If Chinese health officials are saying this rise in HMPV is pretty standard for winter and even less severe than last year, why are we even talking about this? Like, is it just a case of pandemic paranoia or what?
Well, there's definitely a heightened awareness now, right? After what we've all been through, the world's kind of on high alert for any sign of an outbreak, no matter how small. I mean, who can blame them? But even if it's business as usual for China, the global health community is still going to be watching this very closely.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like once bitten, twice shy kind of thing. But what's the point of all this extra attention? Like, are we just going to freak out every time someone sneezes?
Well, no, not exactly. It's more about being proactive. Early detection and a quick response are key to stopping these things from blowing up, whether it's a brand new virus or something we've seen before like HMPV. And that's one of the big lessons we've learned from COVID, right? We can't wait till things get out of control to start taking action.
Right, right. So this whole thing with HMPV, it's kind of a test then, like figuring out how to stay informed and prepared without freaking out every time there's a sniffle going around.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. It's about finding that balance between being cautious and overreacting. It's a tightrope walk for sure.
It really is. So to sum it all up, we've got this uptick in HMPV in China, but officials are saying it's pretty much normal for this time of year. But in a post-pandemic world, even normal can seem kind of scary.
And I think this situation really makes us think about a bigger question. How do we navigate this new world where we're all hyper-aware of health threats? Can we stay informed without letting fear take over? It's something we all need to grapple with.
Totally. Lots to think about there. Well, on that note, we'll leave you to ponder that. Stay curious, and we'll catch you on our next deep dive.
See ya!